Dudes, week 10, Men Who Dream Fantasy Football League preview commencing now.
That's the problem sometimes with projection. Joe and Evan at the fan.
You know,
Roll on, and he said, "This is you're not this anymore." That's Antrell Roll talking about how Antrell Roll would handle something.
One of the best years ever. And why is that? Well, the limes on the tree have been producing nicely. Ooh, I actually have one that I've been using for my tea. Look at that. Woo-hoo! Diggity dog. Nice.
Good. What's up, Chris?
I got 2 points. It's kind of addressing Drake A. Perman because he's probably on the side that's getting a lot of the attention in this argument between the two guys. First point is, you were saying 52 guys on the team are saying one thing, saying that it wasn't that big of a deal.
I like the little creaking noise on my big chair. Dudes, week 10? Can you believe it's week 10 already? It just seemed like it was just a couple of weeks ago that Katisha did an amazing job of drafting Phil's team. It just seemed like a few weeks ago that Big Elder Reg gave us the biggest laugh in the draft since Tony Gonzalez was taken in the first round. Big Elder Reg gave us the biggest laugh in the draft since Willie Parker was taken with the 3rd pick of the 2nd round. Or was it the 2nd pick of the 3rd round? Either way, it doesn't matter. Reg, thank you. Dudes, week 10. Loving it. It's been a great year. And dude, one of the reasons it's been a great year.
Their perception of the situation, from what I gather, is that they don't see anything different between the relationship between Jonathan Martin and
I love my hot tea.
Relationship of other guys that are close on him.
Is the participation. We haven't had a lot of polls. That's my fault. I take blame. No reason. Just been busy, like all of us. Not a lot of smackboard action going on. I take blame. I need to lead in that. Sorry. But what we've had that we've never had before is all 12 participating in previews and recaps. And I love it, dude. How cool has that been? How cool was Mark Conroy last week with his little dibber dabbers? You know, the weird face in the 80s basement. It has Doc Jeffers mentioned the cool Jesus picture on the wall. I loved it. It was awesome. How can we get Fed? Fed, dude, that was just amazing. I loved Fed's video. Dude, that was great. Bobby with his drink concoctions on his first one, his poems, his just Bobby's Bobby. They've all been excellent. Even Big Elder Reg getting a family member to help write. Loved it. And the highlight to me was he understands how important it is to participate. And calling his own team the Prissy Poodles. I loved it. Alright, dudes. Been interesting. Been an interesting year. Dude, Conroy's, Mark and Zach, Papa and Son. What's the deal? Have you guys, switched roles? Is Mark really Zach? Is Zach really Mark? How can Zach? Zach's been Studley in our league for a couple of years. Zach, what happened? You head down to South Florida, you leave Daytona, and the next thing you know, you're picking up kickers 2 weeks in a row with the first waiver claim. Seriously, what are you doing? Who's influencing you now?
Somebody gets hurt, somebody gets turned into a serious fight. And that's what it looks like happened.
I like the movement. The back and forth.
I don't feel like Martin,
Alright, dude, seriously. I would love to put a poll up, but I'm too embarrassed by it. I'm too embarrassed because I didn't know the poll I want to put up with
I'm not going to take it anymore.
is why. Which trade is worse?
I'm not going to take this
Drew
anymore.
Brees for D'Angelo Williams?
Save it and make them all play. And
Or
then
having the 1 week
he'll be a more
bye week
He'll
fill-in,
he'll talk
Tony
to the
Romo
culture, hopefully.
for AJ Green. But whoa, that's right, I forgot. You got the golden boy, Golden Tate. Phil, thank you. Oh, thank you. I actually had Ashlyn and I prayed for thankfulness that we received a top 5 receiver in football. The way you lose in fantasy football, here's the biggest tidbit you could ever possibly have. The way you lose is having roster decisions to make. And I'm sorry, I would love to have an explanation. I mean, Phil, did you turn the team over to the kids last week? Or has Katisha been running it all along, and that's why you've been amazing this year? And then you decided, hey, things are rolling well. Time for me to take control again. And the next thing you know, you give up a top 5 receiver in football. Steady. AJ Green. To be able to have the number 4 and number 5 fantasy quarterbacks on the roster at the same time. Decisions. It's how you lose in fantasy football. I didn't want that decision. I didn't want Andrew Luck and Tony Romo. That's a decision. You want one or the other. Romo might be better than Luck. He probably is. But it's decision. You don't want decisions. 11 out of the 12 teams are in the playoff hunt. 4 games left. 4, boys and girls. Dude, I got this picture yesterday. It's kind of weird, dude. Some dude from Huntington Beach, California sent me a picture. Been buying shirts from us. He sent me this weird picture and he said, just look at the teeth. It's just weird. Look at the teeth. See the teeth? But he sent me this picture in this long letter about how people have told him this is Jesus surfing. You can see the wave.
I agree.
He made it into a t-shirt. Mailed me a t-shirt. Kind of wild. Kind of enjoyable. Not as enjoyable as the Men Who Dream fantasy football. Fed, thank you so much for showing us that trophy. I missed the trophy. I miss seeing it. I miss the glow. I thought this was Phil's year. I thought this was the year of one of the originals to take home the cup. Bring it back to FLA.
I don't care if it's entertainment or not.
Let Katisha run the team and you still have a chance of doing that. But no! I'm going to give up a top 5 receiver in football for Golden Tate and a decision to be made every week between a quarterback. 4 weeks. Will you make the right decision every week? I don't know. If Rob could come back and Rob have a decent team, he would put pressure on you in that division.
Why should he change? You only change if there's repercussions for what you do. Otherwise, just keep doing.
Speaking of Phil, speaking of Reg, dude, I think Reg takes Phil out again this week. You know, even with losing Aaron Rodgers, kind of like the matchups, kind of like Wes Welker this week. You know, Jamal Charles on a bye, that hurts, dude. Phil, you're going down. You're going down. Dude, Mike Messina. And yes, finally now, Zach Stacy gets in that lineup. What a difficult 3 weeks that Mama Messina has had. A tie a few weeks ago with Fed. Zach Stacy was in the lineup, he would have won. But no, let's put Jerome Simpson in. Mike, it's like this. You're going outside with Cohen, your son, and you want to play catch with the football. You know, and he's a little kid, so he can't throw the football great, and you try catching it. You know, and comparatively, between that quarterback and that receiver of Cohen and Mama Messina, the receiver's Studley. It's incredible stud. But if you don't have someone throwing you the ball, it doesn't matter how good you are, you could be Jerry Rice, and you wouldn't catch it, because it's not coming to you. Jerome Simpson? Who's throwing him the ball?
Attention business owners.
And then 2 weeks ago, the crazy, amazing Golden Tate, for some strange reason, had a career game. And that was a great career game because he'll never have it again. And he's no longer on the roster of Double Daughter Daddy.
Why are we not calling America?
And then last week, Zach Stacy again. I think Cam Newton has a good game against San Francisco. I think Ryan goes down again. Is this going to be 4 in a row that Ryan will lose? Wow. Tough. Dude, huge game. The Canes, the Crack Boys. How's your work environment down there in Crackville? Don't bully anybody down there. Bully.
February every year, and I was taking chemo in every.
I don't know if Cutler's going to play. I don't know. I think Forte's a monster.
Down in Florida, and he researched this.
Who knows? Jordy Nelson? Does he have anyone throwing him the ball? Can something happen there? Can Julius Thomas finally come back? Can the Giants D step up? Can the Giants actually... Come on, what's going on? The Crack Boys have won, what, 5 in a row? Woohoo! Diggity dog. 5 in a row. Tough game. I don't know who wins. We'll find out next week, right? Bobby, Mark Conroy. Huge playoff implications there. Huge. Huge. No idea who wins. For some reason, something sticks out to me that T.Y. Hilton will have a monster game. And I think for some reason Eli Manning is going to have a career game today, or a season game, which means what? Only 3 interceptions instead of 4? I think the Watchmen actually might pull it out somehow, some way. I think they're going to win. Zach and Fed. Zach needs this game desperately, or his team is eliminated. He's done. You stick a fork in him. Don't know who wins. Looking at it on paper, I actually think Fed wins. That's paper, though. It's not on the field where it matters. What else we got going on? The rivalry game against the executive committee. Struggle my head. My man Grok is on a bye. Hurt me. Indecision. Oh! Sharon's here to give Nanny a shower. Doc, I hope you lose. I don't know if you will. I think Breeze is going to be a monster. I need Luck to have a good game. I need AJ Green to go back and crush Baltimore, the Brawlers, and the Ravens. Peace out, boys and girls. Love you. Enjoy week 10. Got to answer the door. Got to go.